Hello you wonderful people! Today we have a review of the BlockX mini palette ahead of us that comes in this little tiny box. While I unpack this, I want to give a shout out to Weblight Dreams, who has a lovely channel with a lot of artsy content such as reviews, hauls and a lot of adorable fan art. If you want a shout out at one of my videos, tag me on Instagram with any of your art or use the hashtag #IamAnArtist down in the comments. With this hashtag, I want to help the smaller channels grow. Let's support each other and share the love. Back to the BlockX palette. As you can see, it's tiny compared to a normal 12 half-pan tin palette. This size of palettes was actually already on the market, known as the Bijou palette or as the Whiskey Painter, which had an additional water tank. So when I saw this palette in the shop, I knew already that the BlockX paints were decent. I have reviewed and swatched them already in the previous video. Their dot cards have a huge amount of paint to try out, so I just had to have this. The colors in this palette are BlockX Yellow, which is PY3, Indian Yellow with the pigments PY154 and PO73, Pyrrolo Red with the pigment PR255, Quinacridone Magenta, which is PR122, Ultramarine Deep with PB29, Primary Blue with the pigment PB15:3, Transparent Mars Yellow with the pigment PR101, and Burnt Umber, which is usually PBR7. With the BlockX Yellow, Primary Blue and Quinacridone Magenta, you will have a lovely CMY palette with additional colors. When I first started mixing, I totally forgot about the browns in the palette and went in full mixing mode. I added the neutrals later, as both are very convenient colors to have. The Ultramarine and Burnt Umber mix is also my go-to mixture to create lovely grays and blacks in my paintings. If it comes to quality, the paints are decent. BlockX is a paint company founded in 1865 in Belgium, as I mentioned in the other video. They offer plenty of information on their paints on their website, which is linked down below too, by the way. A little disclaimer, I bought the paints myself and was in no way paid to review them. If I had to compare them to another brand, it would probably be the White Nights by Nescapolita, which I really love. They re-wet easily and do what they are supposed to do. They dry matte, with no sheen on the paper even in higher concentrations. They layer lovely and I enjoyed the granulation a lot in this painting. I don't know if it's visible in the video, but the Burnt Umber and Ultramarine granulates heavily and I love it. The middle row is empty and can be filled with colors from my stash. So this tiny tin, which feels nice and sturdy by the way, can hold up to 18 half pans. A little down on this palette was the mixing space in the lid. The paint beats up a lot. But from my experience, it's a problem that dissolves itself when there's just more usage. While it's very much possible to create vibrant mixes with this palette, I let the autumn theme take over and painted chestnuts. It was easy to create muted colors too. And I didn't have any issues to do so. As you can see, the palette is harmonious in itself, even if these wouldn't be the 8 colors I would go to when creating a limited palette myself. Also, I feel like I missed out on autumn paintings last year because I participated in Inktober. This year, I want to paint with all the rusty colors I can mix. So I just enjoyed nature and I'm looking for other references to paint on my walks with Dante. Many do urban sketching or plein air. This probably would be the perfect palette to do so. I myself rarely ever paint outside, as I dislike water brushes and don't want to carry too much. But this is the palette, if not one of the handmade ones, to take with me. Has any of you tried the BlockX palettes or paints already? I've only ever saw them on Gamblin, not affiliated by the way, which I also will link down below, and wondered if the paints were easily available in other countries. So these were my thoughts on this little set, and I hope you enjoyed the chestnut painting. If you are curious about more, check out other videos on the channel. Follow me on Instagram, which is linked down below. Also a little reminder, if you want a shout out, tag me on Instagram or use the hashtag #IamAnArtist in the comments. Let's help other channels out. This is an awesome community, and I'm so happy to have met so many amazing people through art. You are so precious to me. Have a creative and wonderful day, everyone. Bye.